Hey guys, my name is Ollie Twohill. I am a singer-songwriter from the Northern Rivers, Australia, but I have recently moved to the Gold Coast, so now I'm a Gold Coast boy. Um, I play a bit of alt rock music, maybe a little bit of pop punk as well, chuck a little bit of folk rock in there, and that's me. But yeah, overall, I've been playing music now for almost 20 years, which has been insane, but yeah, loving every minute of it.
Fantastic, Ollie. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me, Chris.
My pleasure. So, you recently released your latest single, Crisis, back on August the 29th. So, it's been about a month now, bro. So, how's the early reception been?
So far, reception has been insane. People are really getting behind the track, which is awesome to see, especially since the context of the song is quite an angry song. And I feel like there's a lot of turmoil in the world, and I feel like a lot of people can get behind it. So, yeah, it's great so far.
Nice. So, we'll get into the subject matter of the song next. But first, tell us a bit about the song musically and what you were going for with it.
So, musically, I don't really have much of a basis when I write my songs. I kind of just, I mean, I listen to bits and pieces of different music, but for the most part, I kind of just sit with my guitar and I just try and pick out the first thing that resonates with me. And yeah, for Crisis, I just came up with that opening progression. Wasn't anything too crazy, but it was just enough for me to, grab the hook. And, within a couple of days, the song was written, which is, yeah, it's awesome when that happens.
It doesn't happen often enough, does it?
Yeah, literally. Oh, it's such a grind. It's funny, like some songs can take like a couple of hours. Another song can take like there's one song I've written called Stone Cold Killer, which is like a bank robbery style song. It took me 9 months to write that song, and it's crazy what can happen. So
Yeah. How
uh,
much did it change from the start to the finish?
well, it's funny. Like, I actually first started writing the lyrics for the song, so I had like the first verse for the song, and I was auditioning to join this metal band, and yeah, I did like the little verse for it just to kind of give them a teaser, and yeah, we had one rehearsal, and then they decided that I wasn't fit for the cut, so I kind of kept it, and then sat in it for a while, and I was like, I need to do something with this because it's such a sick concept, and waited a couple of months, and then found the riff, and then yeah, just kept chipping away slowly but surely. And 9 months later, Stone Cold Killer was born.
Just like a baby.
That's right.
So back to Crisis, bro. Like, you said it's a bit of a crazy song. So run us through it in a bit more detail on what it's actually about.
So Crisis to me is just a call out to the world, really. I feel like there's so much turmoil in this world. There's a lot of hate going around. There's wars. There's, all different sorts of turmoil happening right now. And yeah, it's kind of a call out to the world to be like, come on, like we're humans as a whole, let's work together. Let's try and separate our differences and make greater change for, the world to come.
Yeah, nice. Now, this song sees you write, compose, and perform every instrument for the first time in your career. So how challenging was that?
Dude, honestly, it has been a passion project of mine to like, it's been a bit of a dream to kind of have a song to where I played every instrument. And Crisis just felt like the most natural fit to sort of step into that realm. I remember before making the decision, I had 2 weeks to kind of get ready in the studio. And I don't have, oh, at the time, I didn't have a drum kit. And I had to go to my uncle's place and practice that. Didn't even have a bass either. And yeah, I just had to try and come up with the parts as quick as I could. But honestly, it's amazing. It is insane, the level of work that I put into it. And I'm really, really happy with how things turned out, especially considering I'm not known to be a bassist or a guitarist. I'm predominantly known to be a guitarist singer. So yeah, it was
Well
a
done,
nice
mate.
change of pace.
Good on you. Good on you. And you also recently played your first gig with a full band at Den Divine on August the 24th. So how did that go?
Honestly, it was insane. We had a great reception. We got just under 50 people there, which is amazing. And yeah, it was my first time venturing on the Gold Coast with the band, which was great, and also just first band gig as a whole. So yeah, overall, just very, very stoked with how things went. The opening acts I had Bent Band, which they're like a pop punk band, and I had Amira, who she used to sing in a band called Chasing Velvets, but she retired from that, and now she's doing her own solo stuff, which she's like an R&B soul singer, and she's killer, absolutely killer. So it was great to have some great support acts on board, and then me get to do the final touches on things, and yeah, it was a great afternoon.
Nice. And have you always been a soloist up to that point?
Yeah, so I've been a professional musician now for this is my 12th year in the making. And yeah, I've always done it solo. I just tried to find band members when I was like 14, 15 and kept the search going. And I didn't really find people that had the same passion or drive to music like I did. So I kind of just kept playing solo. And yeah, once I moved up the coast, I met a bunch more people and I just threw my name in the hat and just was like, screw it, let's just try and make a band. And I met some people who were super keen on what I do, and which makes my life a hell of a lot easier. And yeah, the rest is history.
So from now on, you're a full band. You're not a soloist.
Yeah, full band moving forward. I still like to keep my sort of solo name, my actual name, Ollie Twohill, just because that way, I mean, I like to be able to contribute with songs where I have the full band. I might also want to do other songs where I just do everything myself too, and it's kind of a passion project for me at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So, but yeah, it's awesome, man.
You don't often get to speak to someone who's done it solo for so many years and then gone to a band situation. So, what are some of the pros and cons of each?
That's a good question. I feel like playing solo, you get a lot more sort of freedom to do what you want, really. You don't have any other opinions or, pressure to write a certain way, which for me is amazing. It's the best feeling in the world, being able to, just write what I want to write and, not have anyone try and question it. But I feel like the downside is, especially if I'm wanting to play shows with other bands and stuff, they sort of look at a solo artist and they go, solo? Why would you want to pick a solo artist when you can pick a four-piece band? And I completely understand that too. And but it does suck a bit, but it is really fun playing solo though for sure. But yeah, playing with the band has definitely made a big difference as well because now I'm able to play bigger and better venues. Now I get to make my music the way that I intend to, with other people behind me. So which makes things amazing.
Yeah, very nice. Now, is Crisis a standalone single or is it part of a bigger project?
So, Crisis is a part of my Calamity EP. So, the EP is going to be dropping next year. I haven't set a date just yet. I'm actually still in the process of recording it. But yeah, it's pretty much Crisis to me is the focal point. It's really the song that I feel like encapsulates what Calamity really is. And yeah, it's really really exciting to be able to release my first official EP. I did like a demo back in the day. I did like a 5-track demo, but yeah, I don't really count that as an EP. This is like my first official, fully fleshed EP. So yeah, it's exciting, man.
Nice. And are you going to finish that off with the band or are you going to finish it off doing everything yourself?
So initially the plan was I was going to do everything myself, but yeah, time sort of got away on us a little bit. So I decided I have the band, let's use the band. And it was a bit of a creative process for all of us being able to get to write our parts, And it was great for me because I got to conduct little bits and pieces as well, try and really capture what I was wanting on the project as well. So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't change it any other way.
I'm gonna have to look into this too, but I can't remember any other time when an album or an EP has started with one person doing everything and then progressed to having a whole band on there. So you might have a bit of history in making there too, bro.
Hopefully so. I mean, hey, if I'm the first, then that's sick. I'll definitely take that crown if it's there.
Now, is Crisis a good sonic representation of what to expect from the whole EP?
Definitely. Yeah. Crisis to me is it's the real sort of change of direction for me. I've, tinkered with the sound of, trying to go pop punk and add different sort of heavier elements into it. But I feel like Crisis is really the focal point being like, I am an alt rock artist now. You can expect a lot of, a bit more heavier stuff in there, but also still keep it to my traditional Ollie Twohill sound that people know and love. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Nice. And what about the rest of 2025, bro? What do you got planned? Any gigs or something coming up?
I do. So at this stage, I have got a gig on the 29th of December. Funnily enough, it's at Den Devine again. So I am playing on on a bill with a few other artists. I know Alana Stone is playing. Can't remember the other bands. I haven't heard of the other bands beforehand, but I will do my research and I'll be sure if you want to find out who those are, then be sure to follow me on all your favorite social media platforms, and you can find out. But yeah, so that's pretty much the one big one at the moment. I also do covers gigs at the moment, so I've got plenty of those going around as well. Anywhere between sort of Wollongbar, my hometown, and all the way up to Brisbane. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to for sure.
Fantastic, brother. Well, very nice chatting with you, Ollie. The single Crisis is out now. It sounds like there's a lot going on with you, mate. So best of luck with all of it.
Thank you so much, Chris, and same to you, man. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on, and yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. I hope to hear from you guys soon.